I don't look at nobody differently. We all should be treated equal.
I have a family here.
The feeling of doing something that has been restricted from them in the community.
We take them out on the water, when they come back in, you can see big smiles.
I started this OSMD Hawaii Foundation. It's a nonprofit to take out special needs in the water. OSMD stands for Operation SAMI Muscular Dystrophy. So I started this in 2012. 2013, I started taking people in the water. 2014, I walked 6 Hawaiian Islands, the perimeter of the Hawaiian Islands. I walked, camped, speak about disabled, speak about anti-bullying and drugs. And I made history by walking the most miles for muscular dystrophy. I have CMT, muscular dystrophy. I have 2 children. 2 girls has it. One is in heaven, passed away with this disease. The other one is home still battling and still fighting and staying positive.
I'm friends with Sammy, and he encouraged me to come and paddle with his club. I've met great companionship on the water. I have a family here.
So the halau came together through Kawila. He started saying, I want to paddle, I want to start a halau specifically for people with disabilities because those opportunities just weren't available in the community. It was really his brainchild, and then those of us around him that thought this was a fantastic idea helped him get there. And then in partnership with Sammy, who's OSMD Hawaii, he was the one who was able to provide, the physical aspects of our halau.
I got them out of the closets, out of the houses, out of their shell, out of the negativity, out of the depression, out of the stress, into the water to bring life back into them, the breath of life. So I got my best friend, his name is Kawila Haumea. We both went kindergarten together, 5 years old. He came up to me and he wanted to help and to start his own foundation called Ohana Waa Laulima. So I brought him here with me to join me in my canoes.
This is Ohana Waa Laulima Club. Yeah, and they really are Ohana, and I really liked it, enjoy with them, and they're really loving people. We get together, get to know one another. I am disabled, scoliosis. First time went out last year, I was scared, but hey, from God's help, I made it through.
We don't discriminate on the disability. As long as we have the means and the equipment to safely allow people to paddle, they're gonna come paddle with us. Physical disabilities to intellectual and developmental disabilities, which would be more along the lines of Down syndrome and autism.
I don't look at nobody differently. We all should be treated equal. I love the word disabled. You know why? Disabled bodies can do anything what that able bodies can do. Disabled bodies. And I'm gonna share with you guys something real fast. This beach right here, someone came up to me because before my disease started to progress, I paddled for every club here, yeah? And I'm a steersman, I'm a stroker, I sit anywhere in the canoe. But for me, I wanted to help disabled people. And someone told me, Sammy, he laughed at me and he looked around and he saw all my disabled people in my canoe and he said, oh, what you get? The leftovers. I said, oh, wait a minute. So I told him, do your wife cook chili? Yeah. Do your wife cook stew? Yeah. And what, you get plenty extra for the next day? Yeah, because the leftovers, more ono. I said, there you go. My leftovers, more ono.
Most of the canoe clubs are all about athletes that can, win races and be competitive and things like this. There's really not a lot of accommodation for people that just can't get out on the water. And if you start looking around here, you'll see there are dozens and dozens of people, and people of all different kinds of abilities and so forth, and different challenges.
Just like to say to disabled people, you have your own mind. Don't be scared and don't let other people bully you around. So today it was a challenge, but I did it.
For our participants, our hope is to be teaching them how to paddle so that they get to a point where they don't need to paddle with us. They could, in theory, paddle competitively with some of the other canoe clubs. They're just as capable as anybody else. And really, oftentimes, all it requires is some assistance. In some cases, some physical assistance. We've created paddles that allow people with one arm to paddle. It attaches to their shoulder and they paddle with that. We have assistance with people who are paralyzed from the waist down to get them in and out of the canoe and safely in the canoe. So really it just requires assistance, but anybody with any kind of disability can do anything that any of us able-bodied people are capable of doing.
I feel that when we ride together, when we're out there paddling, we come off lighter, maybe from our troubles and our burdens that we had going into the water.
They've shared with me the feeling of being out there on the water, also the feeling of doing something that has been restricted from them in the community. So for them to have this opportunity to be a part of the community, a part of the sport, it's an incredible experience for them. The opportunity to be out there and see the joy on their faces as we go out and paddle, there's nothing better.
So I love what I'm doing, and we never give up, and we always love strong. Yeah. We always love strong.